हरे हरे। प्रभुपाद की जय हो। हरे कृष्णा। जनरल प्रणाम टू ऑल डिवोटीज।
हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्ण।
सौराष्ट्रकम की जय।
जय दिल मन ठाकुर की जय।
व्रजे प्रसेतं नवनीतचूरं गोपाञ्जनानां चतुर्कुलचोरम् अनेकजन्मार्जितपापचूरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि। श्रीराधिकायां हृदयस्य चौरं नवाम्बुदशा कान्तिचूरं पदाश्रितं च समस्तचूरं चौराग्रगण्यं पुरुषं नमामि। अत्यञ्चमीकृतपदाश्रितं करोति भिक्षुं पतिगेहहीनं केनाप्यहो भीषणचौरैर्द्रे दृष्टा श्रुतो वा न जगत्त्रयेऽपि यदीयनामापि हरत्यशेषं गिरिप्रसारम् अपि पापराशे आश्चर्यरूपो ननु चौरैर्द्रे दृष्टा श्रुतो वा प्रदापि गमनं च मौनं च दत्तेन्द्रियाणि प्राणां शरितुं मम सर्वमेव फलाद्यशे पुत्रदत्तोऽद्यचोरा त्वं भक्तिदानशिमया विरुद्धं छिन्नचिघोरं यमपाशबन्धं विनाशि भीमं भवपाशबन्धं छिन्नचि सर्वस्य समस्तबन्धं नैवात्मनो भक्तकृतं तु बन्धं मन्दासेतां सर्वशिवोऽपि कारागृहे दुःखमये निबद्धं चिराय स्वचौर्यदोषो चितमेव दण्डम् कारागृहे वस सदा हृदये मदीये मद्भक्तिपाशदृढबन्धन निश्चलं सन् त्वां कृष्ण हे प्रलयकोटिशतान्तरेऽपि सर्वस्य चोरहृदयां न हि मोचयामि। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे।
हरे कृष्णा। नमस्कार।
Nice chanting by Anjali Mataji. So we are in which verse now?
हरे कृष्ण माता जी। जनरल प्रणाम। चैप्टर नंबर 8.277।
277. To chapter number 8, 277, right? So day and night they were just chanting Jai. The criticism is going on. Criticism.
Mataji, she has written 227. Raksha Mataji has written 227.
227. Okay.
What is correct, Mataji? Raksha Mataji only can tell.
Wait.
सॉरी माता जी, जो गलत हो गया। 277 ही है मगर माता जी।
277 because the criticism of the people were going on. They said they are just intoxicated. Some people said no, we are not able to see. When they drew away. So here they were criticizing. They are all croaking like frogs. All these things was going on. The Satyas made a great commotion. And then they said they took birth in the same village as the Lord, and they saw and heard about his pastimes. So Vrindavan Das Thakur says they are more fortunate than me, even though they were criticizing. They took birth in the same village. This we did last time. Aharnisha bhakti sange nache vishwambhara shanti nahi karo sabe Sattva Kalevara. So Vishwambar danced day and night with the devotees. No one became tired, for they all had spiritual bodies. So 277th verse, chapter 8, Madhya Leela says, the associates of Vishwambhar were not ordinary living entities. They all had spiritual bodies. Vatsareka Nama Matra Kata Yuga Gela Chaitanya Anande Keha Kichu Najanila. Number of yugas passed as 1 year, with no one understanding due to the ecstasy of being with Lord Chaitanya. It seemed to be 1 night, but actually number of yugas passed as if it is 1 year. Yena Maharasa Kridakata Yuga Gela Tilardheka Hena Saba Gopika Manila. While a number of yugas passed, during the last Leela pastime, the gopis thought that only a moment had passed. Even in the Krishna Rasa Leela, it felt as if they felt it is just 1 night, but no, it was not just 1 night. Many yugas had passed. In this regard, one should discuss Srila Chakravarti Thakur's Sarartha Darshani commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam 10.29.1 and 10.33.38. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur commentary in Sarartha Darshani very clearly mentions it appears like 1 moment. No, it was not 1 moment. Krishna is dancing with every gopi. And it seems that Krishna is expanded. But Krishna's movements are so swift that Krishna at one time was felt to be with all the gopis. Yai mata chintyaha krishnera prakasha iha jane bhaka bhagyavanta chaitanyera dasa. In this way, Krishna manifests inconceivable pastimes that are known only to the fortunate servants of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yei mata nache Mahaprabhu Vishwambhara nishi avashesha matra se eka prahara. So in this way, Vishwambhar Mahaprabhu danced until only 3 hours of the night remained. Till that time he was dancing, till the morning prahara, Brahma Muhurta prahara, just dancing. Shalagrama Shila Saban Nija Kole Kari Uthila Chaitanya Chandra Katara Upari. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then took all the Shaligram Shilas on his lap and sat on the Simhasan. So when the question is asked about Shaligram, one should know to answer. Shaligram is Vishnu himself, Narayana himself, Krishna himself, in the form of a stone. Because of the curse given by Tulsi Maharani. That is also a Leela actually. That is also a Leela. And because these all Leelas which happen, they are all eternal pastimes. Tulsi Maharani appearing as a queen and gets married to a Rakshasa Pravritti person, Shankashuda, a Rakshasa Pravritti person. In some place, another name is also given. So when she gets married, she is a chaste woman. But this demon has to be killed. So how it can be killed? Only when a chastity is lost. So Lord appears like her husband and is with Tulasi Mata. So when she comes to and there, the husband is killed. So when she comes to know that her chastity is gone and her husband is killed, and she comes to know that Narayana has come in this way, she curses. And he also says, you will also be a plant in this earthly planet. And there will be always Tulasi Shaligram Vivaha. So again, this is a pastime for encouraging everyone to perform devotional service. Shaligram worship is very easy worship. The most easiest worship is Shaligram worship. Their Lord appears as one Krimika and enters the stone and makes it vibrant. The stone is not just Jada. The stone has Chaitanya. This Krimika goes inside and makes various shapes. That is how Damodar Shila, Narsimha Shila, and they are always in Gandaki river. Now, Gandaki is also one of the great devotee who has performed a lot of austerities. So all this you have in one book called Shalagram Shila book. How to identify Shaligram. So Shaligram Shila is actually, generally people say Shaligram Shila should be worshipped by Brahmanas. That is true. Should be worshipped by Brahmanas. Vaishnavas can worship Shaligram Shila because they come in the category of Brahmanas. In fact, they are the topmost of all the Brahmanas. Simple worship, just the Tulsi below or up, a small Chandan. That is enough. And Jala, Tulsi, Chandan. Chandan is not there also, not a problem. Tulsi, Jala and Tulsi is important. If you have flowers, very good. So in this way, Shaligram is Krishna himself. There is a discussion, who is Shaligram, Vishnu or who? There is no difference between Vishnu and Narayana. Vishnu is the qualification of Krishna. One who enters everywhere is Vishnu. Vishati iti sarvatra. One who cannot be stopped from entering anywhere and everywhere. That person is Vishnu. Vishati iti sarvatra Vishnu. So Narayana, Krishna, Vasudeva, Madhava, they are one single person performing different pastimes, exhibiting different qualities. That much is only the difference. There is not much difference about it. Then Mada Kare Kata Vishwambhara Bhare Arthe Vyathe Nityananda Kata Sparsha Kore. As a Sankirtan, as the Simhasan made a cracking sound due to the weight of Vishwambhara, Nityananda quickly touched it. This is a wonderful aspect. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is sitting, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Vishwambhara, who is taking the bhara of the whole universe. So when he sat, naturally, because of the weight, there was a cracking of the sound. Immediately, Nityananda Prabhu touched. Who is Nityananda Prabhu? Adishesha. Adishesha holds the whole universe on his head. Adishesha provides the bed for Lord to rest. Anantera Adishthana Haila Kataya Na Bhangila Kata Dodeshi Gauranga Raya. Shri Ananta manifests within the throne. So it did not break, as Lord Gauranga comfortably sat on it. So that is how Sandhini Shakti. Sandhini means providing all the paraphernalia for Lord to sit. So Ananta appears as Nityananda Prabhu. When we go to temple, generally it is said, don't lean over the railings, because they are all expansions of Nityananda Prabhu, Balaram. Chaitanya re agyaya sthira haila kirtana kahya panara tattva kariya garjana. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ordered, then the kirtan was stopped. The Lord loudly revealed his glories. Kali Yuge Muni Krishna, Muni Narayana, Muni Se Bhagavana Devaki Nandana. In Kali Yuga, I am Krishna, I am Narayana. There is no difference between Krishna and Narayana except for 4 aspects Narayana does not show. That doesn't mean that he is different. He doesn't want to show because he is now in the administrative position. He doesn't want to show. So I am the same Krishna, I am the same Narayana, I am the same Supreme Person, I am son of Devaki. I have a book, very wonderful book, Shaligram book. It is written in this, in the worship of Shalagram, no initiation is required. There is no special hymnology or specific procedure of worship, nor any need for a qualified priest or master of ceremonies. Worshipped anyhow, it will bestow all the benefits. So any big rituals are not required. Seeing the Kali Yuga people only, all these are very, these are the most compassionate leelas of Krishna. They said, na mantro, na cha puja, cha na vidhirna, na cha bhavana, shalagrama shila yatra yatra dosho na vidyate, yesham nasti gurur mantro, na cha diksha vidikramah, tesham api param nasti shalagrama shilarchanam. So, if it is worship with all details, lot of benefits procured are boundless. That is also given. Suppose somebody is not having much paraphernalia, then no problem. Somebody is having all the paraphernalia, worship very wonderfully, then lots of benefits are given. A beautiful book on Shaligrama. I took it in Gandaki. Then अनंत ब्रह्मांड कोटि माझे मुईनाथ यत गाओ से मुनि तोरा मोर दासन. I am the Lord of innumerable universes. I am the object of all glorification. All of you are my servants. तो सबार लागिया आमार अवतार तोरा यही देह से आमार आहार. I have incarnated for your sake. Whatever you offer me, that is my food. Now see why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took Shaligram on his lap. He wants to show Shalagram worship is the most simplest worship. The same way my worship is also the most simplest worship. Whatever you give me, I take it. I have incarnated for your sake. Amare se diyacha sab upahara Shiva sabalena Prabhu sakala tomara. Actually, you have offered everything to me. Shiva's replied, Oh Lord, everything belongs to you. Who are we to offer you everything? Everything belongs to you. Prabhu bole muni iha खाई मुख सकला. Advaita bole Prabhu badai mangalam. Then I will eat it all. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also joking. Okay, everything belongs to me. Very wonderful. I'm going to eat everything. Then Advaita Acharya immediately said, Oh Lord, that will be most auspicious. Kore kore Prabhu re yogaya sabadase ananda bhojane kare Prabhu nijavase. All the servants of the Lord then offered him various items with their own hands. And the Lord in his own ecstasy happily ate. So in this way, Lord is experiencing and making the devotees also experience wonderful bliss. Dadikhaya, Dugdakhaya, Navanitakhaya, Araki Achaye Ana Balaye Sadaya. As he ate yogurt, milk, butter, he repeatedly asked, Bring whatever else you have. Vividha Sandesha Khaya, Sarakara, Sharakara, Mrakshita, Mishra, Narikela, Jala, Shashera Sahita. He ate various types of milk sweets mixed with sugar, Sandesh, as well as sugar candy, Sharkara Mrakshita, and green coconut water with its pulp. So these are all actually offered to Krishna. Every day, if a person offers all these, oh, wonderful. Then Kadalaka, Chipitaka, Bharjita, Tandula, Ara Ana, Punhak Bole, Khaya Bahula. He ate bananas. Chipitaka means flat rice. Puffed rice. That is why in Jagannath Devasthanam also we offer puffed rice to Lord. Puffed rice means kurmura. Flat rice means chuda, that flat rice chuda. How lucky. So these all things should be offered to Lord. Lord loves. We have 5 bhogas every day. The 5th bhoga, either flat rice is there or puffed rice is there for Lord. Bananas are offered. Fruit should be offered. Vyavhare janashata duira ahara nimishe khaya bale ki achaya ara. By ordinary calculation, the Lord ate in one moment enough food to feed 200 people. He then said, what else do you have? One moment. In one moment, Lord Swaha, how much he ate? 200 people, that much quantity he had. So, the word Vyavhari means according to worldly consideration. Prabhu bole, ana, etha kichu nani. Bhakta sabat rasa pai shanare goshnani. Bring more, Annayor. This Annayor festival is going on. There is nothing left here. Devotees then became frightened and remembered the Supreme Lord. Kara yoda kori saba kaya bhaya vani tomara mahima prabhu amara ki jani. Then they folded their hands and fearfully said, what do we know of your glories? Ananta Brahmanda che yahara udare tare ki kariba yei kshudra upahare. With these insignificant offerings, how can we satisfy he in whose stomach innumerable universes rest? So whatever we are offering is just insignificant. Sometimes we say we have offered chappan bhog to Lord. Lord takes our bhavam. Whatever we are offering is actually insignificant. We may take pride. We may click photos and all these things. We may take a pride. But for Lord, what it is? It's just one speck. Not even speck. Now you can see atoms and atoms and atoms of the speck. So that is how, see, the associates of Lord, they are so humble. Sometimes we take pride. We have offered so much to Lord. Nothing. Whatever we are offering is only insignificant. Because Lord has whole universe in his stomach. Prabhu bole, Shudra nahe, Bhakta upahara, Jhat ana ki acheye ara. The offerings of the Lord, of the devotees are not insignificant. The Lord is responding in this way. Lord says, no, they are not insignificant. So whatever you have, quickly bring quickly. In the Srimad Bhagavatam 10.81.3, it is stated, Anvapi uparatam bhaktai premna bhuri eva me bhavet. I regard as great even the smallest gift offered by my devotees in pure love. Karpura tambula ache shunah goshani. Prabhu bole, Tai deha kichu chinta nahi. Oh Lord, we have now karpur and we have some pan leaves, betel nuts, tambula. The Lord replied, don't worry, give them to me. I will take. Every day, pan is also offered to Lord, but we are not supposed to take that. Then what to do with it? We can give it to others. In Gaudiya Vaishnava Dhara, we are not supposed to take pan. Once it so happened, one of the devotees in the opening of Radha Girdhari temple, they gave me pan. I don't know, no, we are not supposed to take pan. They don't, no. Everybody took. Even give to Kamalachan Prabhuji also. And that is it. If everyone has taken, then I will also take little. A little bit I took. After I took, they clapped hands and they were all laughing. Hey, we fooled you. I said, whatever it may be. Ananda haila bhaya gela sabakara yogaya tambula sabe yarad adhikara. All the devotees became ecstatic. and the fears were dispelled as those who were qualified offered the Lord bitterness. Harishetambula yoga yena sarvadase hastapati hastapati laya prabhu sabachai hase. All the servants joyfully offered bitterness, and the Lord smiled as he accepted them with his own hands. Dui chakshu pakaya karaye hunkara nada nada nada. Prabhu bole bara bara. He rolled his eyes and roared loudly as he repeated, calling, Nada, nada, nada. The Lord loudly cried, Nada, while rolling his eyes. Kuch hui na bole keh mauni kariva se sakala bhaktir chitte lagaye tarase. The devotees were quiet. They did not say anything, but sat down in silence as their hearts were struck with wonder. What is happening? In one moment, he is consuming so much of food, as much as 200 people can have. Then he's asking for camphor to take, asking bitterness. He's eating everything. Then he's loudly rolling his eyes, loudly crying, Nada, 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 what to do? Devotees were like struck with wonder, struck with fear. Mahashakti karta hena bhakta sabadekhe hena shakti nahi karo haibe sammukhe. All the devotees saw him as a supreme chastiser. They had no strength to stand before him. Nityananda Mahaprabhu Shiridhari Chhati Yoda kare Advaitam sammukhe kare stuti. Then Nityananda Prabhu held an umbrella over Mahaprabhu's head. Advaita offered prayers with folded hands before him. Mahabhaye Yoda hate saba bhaktagana hinta matha kari chinte Chaitanya charana. In great fear, the devotees all folded their hands and remembered the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as they bent their heads down. Aishwarya shunite yahara haya sukha se avashya dekhi ba Chaitanya Shri Mukha. Whoever hears this pastime, anyone who is pleased to hear about this display of opulence by the Lord will certainly see the beautiful face of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is the Falashruti. Of every Leela, for every Leela there is Falashruti. Falashruti means what is the benefit of hearing this Leela? The benefit of hearing this wonderful Leela is one can see the beautiful face of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ekhane ye ache se ekhane taduradhva haite keha nare agya vinay. One will understand these pastimes according to his qualification. No one can understand more without the sanction of the Lord. Varamaga bole Advaitera mukha chahi tora lagi avatara mora yeyi thani. The Lord looked at Advaita and said, ask for some more benediction. I have descended here because of you. So whatever you want, you ask. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, you can ask more. I have come just on your request. I have come for you. Yehi mata saba bhakta dekhiya maga bale prabhu hasiya. In this way, the Lord smiled as he looked at each devotee and said, ask for some benediction. Yehi mata prabhu nija aishwarya prakashe dekhi bhakta gana sukha sindhu majhe bhase. In this way, the Lord manifested his own opulences. On seeing this, the devotees floated in ecstasy. Achintya Chaitanya Ranga Bhujana Nayaya Shanika Aishwarya Kari Punha Murchapaya. So it's very difficult to understand Lord's inconceivable pastimes. In one moment, he displayed his opulences, next moment, he fell unconscious. He is enacting the role of servant God as well as served God. As served God, showing the opulence of servant God, falling unconscious in the viraha of Krishna. Bhaiya prakashiya punha karaye krandana dasya bhava prakasha karaye anukshana. So in this way, regaining the external consciousness, the Lord began to cry. He then continuously cried in the mood of a servant. Galadhari, Galadhari, Kande Saba, Galadhari Kande Saba Vaishnava Dekhiya, Sabare Sambhashe Bhai, Bandhava Baliya. The Lord put his arms around the devotee's shoulders and cried. He addressed each one of them as brother, friend. Lakhite na pare keha, hena maya kare bhrutya, vinatandra tattva ke, bhujite pare. So power of his illusory energy was such that no one could recognize him. No one other than his servants can understand his truth. Prabhura charitraha dekhi hase, bhaktagana sabai balena avatirna narayana. The Lord's devotees, they smiled. They said, oh, Narayana has appeared. Katakshane thaki prabhu, katara upara, arande murchita haila, Shri Gaura Sundara. So after remaining on Sihasan for some time, then Lord fell unconscious in ecstasy. Dhatu matraha nahi, padilena prithivite, dekhi saba parishada, lagi lakandite. He fell to the ground with no symptom of life visible in his body. Then all the devotees, they cried. Gaurasundar fell unconscious to the ground out of ecstasy. The symptoms of his life force disappeared. All his associates began to cry. The word dhatu refers to three elements: air, bile, mucus, kapha, vata, pitta. Sarva bhaktagana yukta karite lagila ama sabha chadiya va thakur chalila. Then they concluded, oh Lord has left us. Yadi Prabhu ye mata nishthura bhava kare amaraha ye shani chadi bak sharire. If the Lord displays such cruel mood, then we will also give up our bodies at once. Ete ka chintite sarvajnera chudamani bhaya prakashiya kare mahahari dhvani. So the devotees, they were thinking in this way. The crest jewel of all omniscient persons manifested his external consciousness and loudly chanted the name of Hari. Sarvagana utila ananda kolahala na jani ke kona dige haila vibhala. So they also raised a tumultuous sound of ecstasy. So in this way all were overwhelmed, they did not know where they are. Yei mata ananda haya navadvipe pure prema rase vaikuntera nayaka vihare. In this way, various pastimes took place in Navadvip as the Lord of Vaikuntha enjoyed his pastimes of ecstatic love. The word Navadipura refers to Gaurapura or Sri Mayapur village. Yehi sakala punya katha yekare shravana bhaktagana taur chandre rahutara manam. So may the mind of one who hears these auspicious topics always remain at the lotus feet of Gaur Sundar, surrounded by his devotees. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Chanda Jana Vrindavana Dasa Tachu Pada Yuge Gana. So accepting Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindavan Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Thus ends the English translation of the Gaudiya Bhashya, commentary on Shri Chaitanya Bhagavata, Madhya Khanda, chapter 8, entitled Manifestation of Opulences. Next chapter is also very wonderful. Every chapter is wonderful. 21-hour ecstasy, Lord's 21-hour ecstasy and description of Sridhar and other devotees' characteristics. So that will do from tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Any doubts you can ask. No doubts.
हरे कृष्णा माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। माता जी, आपने जो शालिग्राम शिला का बुक बताया, वो ऑथर कौन है माता जी, अगर हमें परचेस करनी हो तो?
श्री रामचंद्र राव, SK रामचंद्र राव, वो वहीं मिलता है। मिलेगा आपको, यहाँ भी मिल सकता है। देखिए
ओके माता
बहुत
जी, हरे
सुंदर दिया, कैसे कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना है। इज एन ऑथराइज्ड बुक और शालिग्राम कोश।
तो माता जी, सामान्य पत्थर जो होता है और शालिग्राम, हम उसको कैसे डिफरेंशिएट कर सकते हैं?
वो सिर्फ जिसको नॉलेज है वही कर सकते हैं। आप जाते हैं ना मंदिर, इसमें जाते हैं सोनार के पास, वो एक पत्थर में ऐसे घिसता है कि नहीं, उसे मालूम नहीं है वो एक्चुअली शालिग्राम है।
अच्छा अच्छा।
हाँ, वो शालिग्राम होता है। इन लोगों को समझ में नहीं आता है वो, इसीलिए उसको पारस मणि ऐसे बोलते हैं कि शालिग्राम। शालिग्राम पत्थर कैसे हमको आइडेंटिफाई करना है, वो और साधारण पत्थर में बहुत भेद है। उसका भी दिया हुआ है इसमें, कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करना चाहिए, वो भी ये बुक में पूरा दिया है।
ओके माता जी, थैंक यू सो मच।
और वैसे शालिग्राम शिला सिर्फ वही मिलता है, गंडकी में ही मिलता है, और कहीं नहीं मिलता है। गंडकी, शालिग्राम is actually the name of the village on the banks of river Gandaki, where the holy stones are picked up. The name is derived from the hut Shala of the sage Shalankayana, who beheld the form of Vishnu in a tree outside his hut. So this hut was on the banks of the river Gandaki, and it was in that particular spot that these sacred stones were found in abundance. The stones were therefore called Shalakram. दिया है पूरा उसके बारे में। ठीक है।
माता जी, दूसरा जो असुर था उसका नाम जलंधर।
हाँ हाँ, वही जलंधर,
जलंधर,
हाँ।
हाँ।
ये शंखचूड़ भी बोला, लेकिन शंखचूड़ नहीं है, जलंधर ही है। जलंधर, शंखचूड़ दूसरा आता है, कृष्ण लीला में आता है। ठीक, हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा, दंडवत प्रणाम माता जी। थैंक यू।